The banks, by the way, don't want to take possession of these homes. Like they want people to keep paying mortgages because that's where they make money off
Yes.
interest. So truthfully, like banks don't want to just have thousands and thousands of homes that they now have on their books that they have to figure out what to do with. They'd rather you keep your home and just keep paying high interest rates to them. That's what the
Yeah.
banks really want. But I wonder what's going to happen. Because like right now, what I'm kind of seeing in the market is that supply is down a little bit because people aren't really selling their homes at those discounted prices that the consumer's waiting for, because
Yeah.
they're trying. There's like a game of chicken going on
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
like the central bank and like the sellers, the consumer.
It's like a standstill. It's
It's a
like why
standstill.
there's no action
Yeah,
in the market
exactly,
right now.
because they're
They're
like,
like,
oh,
oh,
I'm gonna wait for them to lower rates again,
yeah,
and we'll see who wins, right? Because like they might hold rates long enough where all of a sudden there's kind of a sell off and we kind of get prices coming back down, or they might decrease rates, potentially too quickly. At which point everyone's gonna try and flood back into the market and maybe escalate, and the prices are gonna keep going higher again. And I don't know what the right answer is. I wouldn't want to be making those decisions. At the same time, I am a big believer that you kind of have to unbiasedly do what's best for the economy and for the market, regardless of, like, sadly, like, I don't think that they can feel bad for anyone who might, and this might sound harsh, I'm trying to put this lightly, but like,
try to put lipstick on a pig.
yeah, you can't, like, I don't think you can feel bad for someone who may or may not lose their home or can't afford their mortgage payments if they themselves, like, decided to opt into that. Like, you need the market to run its course,
Yes.
or else, like, I don't, like, you
It's
can't really
also
call
too,
yourself a
like,
capitalist if you kind of, like, in 2008, right? Like, okay, the
well, come
bailouts,
to
I
your
get it,
defense a
but
bit too. Like what they're doing, in my opinion. Again, I'm not 100%. I'm not an expert, but it's for the greater good. And if all of a sudden there's a whole new generation of people, so we go through this pain, the housing market corrects, the prices drop, some people lose their homes, but there's a whole new generation of people that can afford a home. I think that's a bet that I would take, because I think it's better for a whole entire generation that can now afford a home again. Do I think we're gonna get to that point? I don't. I don't. I don't think we're going to get to that point. I think housing is going to get in the long run even more expensive. And where I see this going, I think we're headed for a renter's nation. And I think you're going to have some people that are going to own the real estate. They're going to own the assets. They're going to be landlords, and everyone's going to pay rent.